Being human, as we grow old, we keep on changing systematically, be it in the way we perceive the world around us, be it with the way we think with our mind, how our mindset functions, how we are capable of doing something, how we are capable of learning something, the way we tolerate each other, the way we progress or nurture ourselves, the way we deal with situations such as time wasting, procrastinating, and the way we indulge ourselves in the process of how we deal with our earning activities, like the kind of job that we used to work with, be it in any kind of professions, like a traffic police used to manage the situation where there is a congestion in a particular road or particular street, like a healthcare worker whose responsibility is to acknowledge the assurance of how to caring a patient, like a teacher as an educator whose responsibility is to make sure that each and every one of his learner should get a proper education with the way he deliver from his knowledge as an educator, and much more we can express about the details of what we used to respond to take responsible, be it any kind of person who didn't work at any kind of fields, like a student who simply sit at home doing nothing. Even he or she had that kind of responsibility to make that time worth or to make that time productive. So there are many kinds of things that we used to see that there are changing in our life. The yesterday that I have experienced might no longer be the same as how I experience today. And the same thing it goes like in the years that I've been through in the past, or else with you also. So, in order to define or in order to elaborate in a specific way how time changed, we can set an example by how we view at our plate of meal before we leave our home for work in the morning. After getting up from bed, we did the usual activities in the morning before that, like exercise, face washing, brushing, and many more. So, this kind of changing through the way we perceive by a plate of first meal of a day is how we consume our food through our day. In addition, with the particular lunch that we had during the time till we conclude our day with our final meal, which is a dinner. This is how the food that we see in the morning at our plate will no longer be the same kind of food that we had at the evening in the dinner. It might be the same types of rice that we had, but that particular type of rice could no longer be in that same position or be in that same way of appearance with the view we had in our own eyes. The food that we consume particularly might be digested in our body and transferred to our body parts in the form of nutrients, proteins, and so on. And especially after that, in another 10 to 12 hours, it might changing into a yellow poo that we delivered at the toilet. These are the changing that we human beings are consumed through daily activities. So, in order to understand about changing, we need to set that very simple way of thinking so that the biggest issue that is in front of our eyes would be simplified in that way, be it in the way we involve with our daily life activities, like financially, like socially, the way we involve with all kinds of what is happening around us informationally. Especially we live in this era where the booming of virtual sources are applicable everywhere within the palm of our hands. So that is what that strikes my mind, which is also strikes your mind too at the same time, to look beyond what we are capable of for the change in our life. My face might become handsome today, but tomorrow it might look like an old man who have barely had more than 4 or 5 kids. That is how we change in our daily life. So, this is how we have to deal with our time. And probably, moreover, if we forget our own values, like the root of the way we believe, through tradition, through religious acts or behave, through the kind of faith that we used to exercise in our daily life also. That's it, how our life changing. So be not worried that the 80 years that the Almighty God gave us is a specific gift for us. How we tend to exercise that gift, particularly to each and every one of us, so that we might become a blessing for not only for ourselves but for the people all around us, to think in such type of the way we view the world. Thank you.